OAWALKER here, and welcome to my review of the HTC One. In this video I'm going to try to cover everything from hardware to software and some of the main features of the phone, and hopefully by the end of this video you could decide whether or not you want to buy this phone or another phone, maybe something like the Samsung Galaxy S4. But anyway, let's get this thing started. The first thing we're going to be taking a look at is the hardware. In terms of specs, it features a 4.7 inch screen with a resolution of 1920 by 1080. That's a whopping 468 ppi, that's pixels per inch. Powering the beast is Qualcomm's Snapdragon 600 quad-core processor, clocked in at 1.7 GHz. It also comes with 32 GB storage, and I think it's nice to see that HTC is putting out like a good amount of storage in the devices, which should be more than enough to last you. But something to bear in mind, it doesn't have expandable storage like an SD card slot, so you only have the 32 GB, but that should be more than enough to store all your apps, your music, for your average user and even power user, so that should be fine. It also has 2 GB of DDR2 RAM. Okay, now I'm going to be walking you through the phone. So first off, we got the 4.7 inch screen. This is a nice beautiful 1080p screen, full HD. And the screen on it is absolutely amazing when you're watching videos, reading text and all that good stuff. So let's take a look at the buttons. We got the buttons right here at the bottom. You can see you got the back button and the home button. There's no menu button, and there's a HTC logo in the middle. Unfortunately, the HTC logo doesn't do anything, which is unfortunate. And also on the front we got the two speaker grills, the one at the top and one at the bottom, and the speaker quality on it is just amazing. I really do like how the speakers are facing forward, so the experience is a lot better rather than having the speakers facing like away from you, like playing music away from you. So yeah, at the top here we got the sensors. We got the 2.1 megapixel camera, front facing camera, which is capable of recording up to 1080p, which is pretty cool. We're just going to take a look at the bottom now. The bottom we got a USB, micro USB. We got a microphone right there. Let's look at the side. On the right hand side we got the volume rocker, very easy to use, and it's got this nice kind of a texture to it. Don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but it's got a nice texture to it. Very easy to identify where it is, but it is flush. It's completely flush. So, but you can still kind of get a general idea of where the buttons are. On the left hand side we have nothing, just your somewhere to put your SIM card and a little pinhole to take it out. At the top we got the lock button and on and off, and this also dubs as a IR blaster, so you can use this your phone as a remote as well. I have a separate video up if you want to see that. I'll put that annotation above. You also have a 3.5mm headphone jack, and yep, that's about it. Let's go to the back. On the back we have the HTC logo in a nice kind of shiny silver right in the middle. We've got the flash, LED flash, and we got the 4 megapixel ultra camera, which I'm going to get into a little bit more later on. I want to show you some video quality tests and all that good stuff. But overall, very good camera, very good camera so far. Let's go down to there. We got the Beats Audio logo right there. So this handset is Beats enabled, but you don't get the headphones with it. I did a separate video on that as well. If you want to go check that out, I'll put a link to the annotation up there so you can go check it out. And yep, this has just been a quick little walk through the phone. Hopefully you get a general idea of where all the ports and where all the buttons and everything is. In terms of the design, it's by far the best hardware I've seen on any phone. It's crafted from a single block of aluminium, which is a higher grade than the one found on the iPhone 5. The phone definitely feels premium in the hand, with a beautiful finish and cool to the touch. Going around the phone is a white polycarbonate ring, which gives a nice look and feel to the phone. Every aspect of the phone's hardware is simply amazing, and you won't be disappointed with the material and the quality of the phone. Now we're going to move on to software. It's running Android version 4.1.2 Jelly Bean with HTC Sense 5 skin on top. The new skin looks and feels light, more close to stock Android, but with a few enhancements and additional features. First off, the lock screen is changed. Instead of a ring to swipe up, you can now swipe up the clock or the unlock icon at the bottom to unlock it, or swipe up any application item and go straight into the application and unlock the phone. When it comes to multitasking, they've changed up the way it is from stock Android. You can now view up to 9 recently opened applications with the name of the application underneath it. Switching between applications is fast and fairly easy to use and to get the hang of. HTC blinkfeed is your own personalized home screen that you can put your favorite news stories from a number of different sources that they have in there. You can also link this up to your Facebook and Twitter feed, so you can send out updates directly from your home screen, which means you don't need to open up the application, and doing it this way does save a lot more time. This feature is useful for some people. Some people may use it and find it very useful, but I just didn't see the need for it, and I didn't really use it at all. You can kind of disable it by changing your default home screen to a new one, and then you could kind of set it up normally how you would or how you want it. When it comes to the camera, HTC took a different approach and came up with their ultra pixel camera. This is two 4 megapixel cameras. It's a new technology that produces better low light images and lets in 300% more light. When I tested it in low light situations, the camera performed great. You can see a lot more when you're taking pictures in poorly lit rooms compared to other smartphones. The image quality is fine, but in some photos it did lack a bit of detail, but you can still get amazing pictures out of it. When it comes to video quality, you can shoot up to 1080p video, and the quality is fairly good but not the best out there. You can still get great videos with the camera. HTC Zoe is a cool feature that automatically creates a short video clip where you can view your photos, and you can add sound in the background, and it just really brings your photos to life. And you can view this in the gallery application as well, which is pretty cool. One of the most important things on any smartphone is the battery life, and the battery life on the HTC One holds up pretty well. You could easily get through a day's use. That's with light to medium usage. If you're a very heavy user, you may struggle to get a day's use out of it, and you may want to carry like an extra charger or a battery pack if you do use it a lot. But there have been days where I've used the phone a lot, very heavily, and it still holds up pretty well. You should expect to be charging this phone every night, so you could get through the next day without any problems. When it comes to the music and sound experience on the phone, it is simply amazing, the best you find on any smartphone. The speakers and headphones are loud and clear, very clean. The Beats audio does make all the difference to the sound quality, and if you got a good ear for audio, or you just enjoy listening to music, you won't be disappointed. And if you want to see more about the audio quality in the Beats audio, go check out the full video. I have a link to it somewhere on the screen. When it comes to the internet browser, it loads web pages very fast, and it is responsive when zooming and general navigation of web pages. However, something to note is when you're zooming in, the text automatically resizes, and there's a slight delay when you're zooming in on text. But other than that, the web browser works great. When it comes to benchmark, the results are one of the best you're gonna get. On Antutu, I got 23,682. Quadrant standard, I got 12,558. Limpac single thread, I got 294. Multi-thread, I got 691. Smart Bench, I got a productivity index of 7,064. Gaming index was 2,878. I also did a test on the new benchmark application 3D Mark, and with the Ice Storm test I got 11,096, and on the stream test I got 6,010. If you want to watch the full benchmark videos, I have a link to that somewhere on the screen, and see how it performs. When it comes to games on the HTC One, I've tested a good amount of games and they all run fine without any issues. I did a dedicated video to a bunch of different games you could go check out, and also did some separate gaming videos, which I'll put a link to that on the screen if you want to go check them out. Now I'm going to talk about a few issues and the things that bothered me about the phone. The first, the fact that it's only running Android 4.1.2, and you're missing out on features like the expandable notifications, which I found very useful when I have my Nexus 4. This way you don't have to actually open up the email application to actually check to see who it's from, because in the notification it just says you have 1 unread messages, and when you click on it, it opens it up. And if it's junk mail, you don't really want to open it up, you just want to swipe it away. So that's why it's useful to me. And next, there was times where I found that the back button and sometimes the whole buttons were a little bit hard to press, but if you touch it in a correct position, you didn't have this issue at all. It works perfectly fine. But if you just go slightly to the left of the back button, or the home button, it wouldn't be as responsive. So that's the only criticism I have about the phone, but everything else works fine, and once you hit it spot on, it works fine. So to wrap up, this phone is simply one of the best phones currently available. From the hardware to the software, everything feels and looks amazing. When I was using the phone day to day, I didn't experience any lag or stutters. Everything seemed buttery smooth when I was using it. Opening up applications, switching between applications, playing games, everything went smooth. Like I said at the start, the hardware is one of the best you're going to find on any phone. And if you like having a phone with great hardware and software, this may be the phone for you. I wouldn't hesitate to recommend this phone to anyone. If you're looking for a new phone right now, definitely consider picking one of these up, because it's definitely worth buying. And that's about it for my review. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. I did spend a lot of time putting this together, so give it a thumbs up. And leave your comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think. Do you like the HTC One? Are you going to be getting it? Leave all that good stuff in the comment section down below. Subscribe for more videos, because I'm going to be doing comparison videos between this and the Samsung Galaxy S4, and more videos on the Samsung Galaxy S4 if you're interested in maybe getting that phone as well. So subscribe for that. And yep, that's about it. Thanks for watching. Peace.